Here's your Storm Tracker weather forecast with Chief Forecaster Bob McGuire.
That's right, and good evening, everybody. It was actually a pretty evening tonight. We had just enough clouds as the sun was setting. It made way for a beautiful picture. Take a look at this shot. This comes to us from Jerry Urfer. I guess his son Jeff took this picture, and you'll notice, well, look at the beautiful clouds there. This is basically from, I believe it was from, the sunset over Bullwhacker Hill, east of Molt. So a cool looking picture there. Thanks for sending that in, Jerry. I like this also from Loretta Groff early. This was tonight's sunset out there by Big Timber. Cool looking shot there as well. And here's the way it looks in Billings right now. This is the way it is. Not a bad night for us. 41 degrees with a west wind at about 10 miles per hour. Gives us a wind chill factor that feels like 35. And as you see here, 56 degrees has been our high temp today. Your normal high 35. The record 67 back in 1939. Record low was 24 below zero back in 1964. Yeah, you can still get that cold this time of year. No precip to talk about. So you'll notice for the month we're only at 200ths of an inch. Need to be a little over quarter inch. For the year we're way ahead of normal at 1834. Only need to be at 1344. And as you'll see here, our current temps right now cooling down into the 20s and 30s out west, 45 in Livingston, 40s right through here in the central part of the state, and back here in the east also into the 30s. But it was central Montana that really cooked up today. Look at this. Northern Wyoming at the Sheridan had 61, 50s through the central part of the state. It was just a beautiful day. Either side of that, it kind of rolled off into the 30s and 40s. But as you see here, we still got some pretty strong gusty winds. This is another high wind watch and high wind warning. All this starts tomorrow. And you'll see maybe in this area, probably more like, I think about maybe 60 to 65 mile per hour winds from Canada all the way down to the Beartooth foothills. Now a little farther to the west, we have winter weather advisories here in the front range of the Rockies. 8 to 18 inches of snow plus 50 mile per hour winds and some sleet and ice in that area. Around Missoula and west central Montana, more like 5 to 18 inches of snow with 45 mile per hour winds and more ice and sleet in that area as well. So as you'll notice tonight, Doppler radar shows you most of the precipitation we had early in the day starting to fizzle out as it makes its way towards Miles City. Now early in the day we actually had some snow over by Missoula, but your next batch of moisture is coming on shore right now. This is a big honking storm. Part of it's going to break off to the north, the other part's going to turn down towards the south. And so at the surface, here's what we had, a little cold front developing in central Montana today. But by the time that really gets developed, it'll be sliding eastward and wind up into the Dakotas before it gets really going. So we're not too worried about that. But your next system is moving in from the west. High pressure is going to make it pretty breezy throughout most of the morning. But then that cold front moves in Tuesday evening on into Wednesday and blows clean through the state. You're going to see more snow in the western part of the state, but because it's racing through so fast, we're not going to see much in the way of precipitation for eastern Montana. The thing just blows right on through, kind of goes around us. So as far as Wednesday night's concerned, high pressure moves in, sunny skies, and kind of clears everything out. So tonight our temps will cool back down to the 20s and 30s out west, back into the 20s and 30s here in eastern Montana with clearing skies, 32 degrees in Billings, 23 in Miles City. Tomorrow we're back to the 40s, some 50s through here for afternoon highs, 54 in Billings and in Hardin. In the far west, scattered snow showers there with temps there into the upper 30s and low 40s. But for Billings tonight, 32 degrees, mostly cloudy, a little breezy, but still mild. Winds out of the southwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Next 7 days, mostly sunny skies all the way through, but one caveat, we do have a 20% chance for some rain showers Friday night, but temperatures start in the 50s and roll back into the 40s as we head into the weekend and next week. Let's head back to the desk.